Welcome to the Texas Wine Scene Podcast, the most up-to-date information to help you prepare for your wine tasting weekend. I'm Mike, your Texas Wine Scene correspondent, bringing you all the wine happenings in and around the great state of Texas, from the high plains to the hill country. If you love Texas wine, you've come to the right place. Let's take a trip. Welcome back, everyone, to the Texas Wine Scene Podcast. I am your host, your Texas Wine Scene correspondent, Mike Cole, bringing you all the wine happenings in and around the great state of Texas. If you are a subscriber to the podcast, thank you so much for returning and tuning in to this week's episode. And if you are new to the podcast, thank you so much for stopping by to check us out. We are an information-based podcast supporting and sharing wine events, tastings, and industry news from around the great state of Texas. So I hope you enjoy the content, and if you do, please consider subscribing and sharing the podcast with all your wine-loving friends. It helps to continue to spread the word about the podcast and keeps everyone informed about current wine-related events. Also, please follow me on my socials at Texas Wine Scene on Instagram and Texas Wine Scene on Facebook, where you can see all the posts about upcoming events for the weekend. Now let's get into the Texas Wine Scene news. The 4-day Grapevine Festival is coming up in Grapevine, Texas for September 12th through 15th. Headlining Friday night's music lineup will be American Idol winner Taylor Hicks. The Texas Rangers Championship trophy will be available at the event for photo opportunities on Thursday and Friday. So get your tickets soon. This is an event you don't want to miss. In a recent article by Ronald Erdrich in the Abilene Reporter, he writes about Skies Over Texas winery owner Brian McHugh and his development of an apiary, a place where bees are kept or a collection of beehives. McHugh talks about having multiple beehives before most of them were lost in the freeze in February of 2021. The article mentions how a couple of winery regulars who were beekeepers themselves helped convince McHugh to start it again. And that's what he did. McHugh enrolled in a beekeeping essentials course through Cornell University. After completing that foundational course, now McHugh has taken the next step and enrolled in their 15-month Master of Beekeeping course. Why all the buzz about bees, he writes? Well, over 20,000 bee species, along with butterflies, moths, and birds, are what transport pollen from one plant to another during the growing season. According to the study at Penn State University, over 75% of major food crops, including fruits, vegetables, and nuts, depend on honeybees for pollination. So be on the lookout for more information about the formation of the apiary at Skies Over Texas Winery. In an article in AgriLife Today entitled Wine Grape Growers in Texas Under Pressure from Pierce's Disease, vineyard operators in Texas are reporting above average diagnosis of Pierce's disease in parts of the state. J.C. Lewis, manager of Texas A&M AgriLife Extension Service and Viticulture and Fruit Lab in Fredericksburg, says, "We're seeing a dramatic increase in inquiries about Pierce's disease, symptom presentations, and vineyards and diagnoses. I think it's fair to say that a healthy majority of vineyards in high-pressure regions of the state have been impacted. Pierce's disease is a bacterial disease that kills grapevines by clogging up their water-conducting vessels called xylem. This growing season had a mild winter and started with good spring moisture conditions, which likely contributed to the rebound in Pierce's disease in most populations. There is also speculations that there may be new strains of the bacterial pathogen, which has different pathways and speed of spreading of the disease." And that's your Texas Wine Scene news. Before we get into the wine events for the weekend, let's check the weather. The weather for the weekend in the High Plains wine growing region will have high temperatures of 83 degrees with low temperatures of 56 degrees. The North Texas wine growing region will have high temperatures of 89 degrees with low temperatures of 61 degrees. The West Texas wine growing region will have high temperatures of 75 degrees and low temperatures of 52 degrees. The Texas Hill Country wine growing region will have high temperatures of 84 degrees with low temperatures of 57 degrees. And the Gulf Coast wine growing region will have high temperatures of 87 degrees with low temperatures of 68 degrees. Join Becker Vineyards for their Riedel Wine Glass event on Saturday, September 7th from 12 to 1:30 p.m. Becker Vineyards is partnering with Riedel, the wine glass company who's been revolutionizing the glassware industry since 1756. They will teach you how and why to pair your favorite wine with the perfect wine glass. Utilizing a set of 3 Riedel wine glasses, you will taste through some of Becker Vineyard's award-winning wines to demonstrate the dramatic relationship between wine and its vessel. For more information on this event, visit their website at beckervineyards.com. Join Lost Oak Winery in Boerne, Texas for their grand opening event on Saturday, September 7th from 2 to 8 p.m. The Lost Oak Cellars Tasting Room and Wine Bar will have live music, tasty food, and a cigar lounge with professional cigar rollers. Special guest Jeannie Garcia, a local San Antonio glass artist, and artist Paulie Temez will be on hand with other local vendors helping to celebrate Lost Oak Winery's new tasting room. So why don't you come on out and help them celebrate as well? For more information on this event, visit their website at lostoakwinery.com. Are you ready for a murder mystery with a bit of nostalgia? Well, let's take it back to the 1980s and join Marker Cellars in Bridgeport, Texas for their Rockin' Radical Night of Mystery event on Saturday, September 7th from 8 to 10 p.m. It's the 80s again, and all the big names will be there for the concert. Tensions run rampant as backstage secrets spill out into the spotlight with totally tragic results. This isn't an episode of Miami Vice. This is murder. So peg your jeans, slot your socks, flash some neon, and put on way too much eyeliner and get that hair up. You're going to solve this crime in style. For more information on this event, visit their website at markercellars.com. Have you ever heard of mead? Honey wine? Well, kind of. What is it? How is it made? If you're interested in finding out, then this event is for you. Head on over to Dancing Bee Winery in Rogers, Texas for their Mead Making 101 event on Saturday, September 7th from 2 to 4 p.m. Mead maker Chase Cohagen will teach you all the basics of what mead is and how it's made, as well as how the differences in varietal honey can impact the resulting mead. Whether you're completely new to the world of fermentation or you're an experienced home brewer, this event has valuable information for everyone. The class will include a 1-hour session in the Honey Farm store, followed by a walking tour of the production facility, as well as a handful of free mead tastings. For more information on this event, visit their website at dancingbeewinery.com. It's time to sip, stroll, and shop at the annual TV Munson Wine Walk in downtown Denison on Saturday, September 7th from 2 to 6 p.m. Enjoy 12 wine stops, many snack stops, a scavenger hunt, and a tour of the TV Munson Venta Museum. The wineries pouring at this event include Neighbors Place Winery, Rio to Red Winery, Wall Street Winery, Cooley Bay Winery, Canyon River Winery, Hidden Hanger, Lenoir Sage Vineyards, Stafford House Provisions, The Green Growler, Homestead Winery, and Landon Winery. The first 175 tickets sold will come with a wine glass and a complimentary tasting at each wine stop. For ticket purchases, visit TV Munson Wine Walk at eventbrite.com. Come on out to help Milestone Vineyard celebrate their 2-year anniversary on Sunday, September 8th. With the newly renovated tasting room, they are ready to show off their new indoor and outdoor spaces while strolling with a glass of wine in hand. Milestone Vineyards would like to thank you all for your support over the past 2 years, and they look forward to continuing this journey into the future. For more information on this event, visit their website at milestonevineyards.com. Join Michael Ross Winery in Fredericksburg, Texas for their Paint and Sip event on Saturday, September 7th from 11 to 1 p.m. Paint wine bottles with your best fall decorations, whether it's Halloween or Thanksgiving, or Christmas or New Year's. Your creative designs are limitless. So grab a friend, make it a date, or come make new friends as you learn how to create your very own wine bottle masterpiece. In this instructor-led experience, they will provide all the materials necessary to have a great time, including paint, lights, wine bottles, and of course, a glass of wine. For more information on this event, visit their website at michaelrosswinery.com. There are only a couple days left to sign up for the Texas Tech Winemaker Certificate Program. The Wine Production 101 course, which concentrates on fermentation, is a 13-week course that begins on September 16th through December 13th. This course will provide an overview of wine production, focusing on pre-fermentation process and fermentation management. Emphasis will be placed on improved winemaking through quality control and management. This is also the last call for enrollment into their 10-week online Legal Aspects of Wine Business course starting September 9th through November 15th. This course will introduce participants to the general concepts and issues related to the creation and operation of a vineyard or winery. Topics to be discussed are real estate issues, business formation, and contracts. If interested, contact Maureen or Asta through grapeandwine@ttu.edu. If you can't make it out to an event this weekend, no worries. Here are a few events coming up for the next weekend. Join Bending Branch Winery for their Camp Lucy wine experience on Thursday, September 12th from 6 to 9 p.m. Bending Branch is partnering with Camp Lucy for a sophisticated wine tasting experience with a buffet-style dinner, guided vineyard tour, and a wine tasting. Camp Lucy is a breathtaking hidden treasure less than an hour west of Austin. Vineyard manager Robin Reeves will lead an exclusive tour of their on-site vineyard, sharing insights into the meticulous process of grape growing and the various grape varietals they cultivate. The experience continues with an opportunity to meet the winemakers from Bending Branch, who will guide you through a wine tasting where you can savor the intricate craftsmanship and flavors of their wines. For more information on this event, visit their website at bendingbranchwinery.com. The 38th annual GrapeFest, a Texas wine experience, is taking place right in the heart of Grapevine, Texas, on Thursday through Sunday, September 12th through 15th from 11 to 10 p.m. On Thursday from 11 to 11 p.m. and on Friday and Saturday from 11 to 6 p.m. The largest wine festival in the Southwest celebrates wines from around the world, but takes special pride in Texas wine. The People's Choice Wine Tasting Classic in Grapevine is the largest consumer-judged wine competition in the nation and exclusively features Texas wines. For more information and ticket purchases, visit grapevinetexasusa.com. Where are all the wine-drinking runners out there? Well, I have an event for you. Join Perizos Vineyards and Winery in Burnett, Texas for their 5K wine run on Sunday, September 15th at 9 a.m. This annual 5K wine run features the amazing scenery and landscape of Perizos Vineyards. Whether you are looking to run, walk, or just enjoy the wine, this race is a sure thing for a great time and an incredible experience. If you are a serious runner, this race will be timed and scored by J3 Timing. Event registration includes a t-shirt, a wine glass, and a finisher medal that doubles as a wine coaster. For more information on the event, visit parisosvineyards.com. Join Poetry Cellars in Johnson City for their Mourvedre and Chocolates pairing event on Saturday, September 14th at 1 p.m. Enjoy Mourvedre from 4 different Texas terroirs, including Poetry Cellars Estate Mourvedre, artfully paired with delicious chocolates from Chocolates El Rey. Each wine is uniquely different and tells a story of time and place. Winemaker and owner Jeanette Mirschchen will lead you through a journey of wine and chocolate you don't want to miss. For more information on this event, visit their website at poetrycellars.com. Are you looking to add a bit of magic to your next wine-themed dinner plans? If so, then make reservations and head on out to High Meadow Winery in High Texas for their Harvest Magic Winemaker Dinner event on Saturday, September 14th from 7 to 10 p.m. Enjoy the wonderment of magician Chris Avalone as he bewilders your senses as you enjoy each of the 5 harvest-themed courses created by Chef Bob. Each course will be paired perfectly with their award-winning High Meadow wines. For more information on this event, visit their website at highmeadow.com. And those are your wine events for the weekend. Stay tuned for your music lineup for the weekend up next. Bernhardt Winery in Plantersville gets the music lineup started this weekend with Southern Country Line featuring Derek Spence and Mark Ward performing a Willie and Waylon tribute on Saturday, September 7th from 7 to 10 p.m., followed by the Fab Five performing a Beatles tribute on Sunday, September 8th from 6:30 to 8:30 p.m. Texas Hills Vineyards in Johnson City will have Evan McPherson and Samantha Lynn on stage Saturday, September 7th from 1 to 4 p.m. The Texas Wine Collective in Fredericksburg will have Sam Williams on stage Saturday, September 7th from 1 to 5 p.m. Michael Ross Winery in Fredericksburg will let Kristen Foreman assume the musical duties on Saturday, September 7th from 1 to 4 p.m. Texas Heritage Vineyards in Fredericksburg has a fantastic music lineup this weekend, beginning with Shani on stage Friday, September 6th from 2 to 4 p.m., followed by Frank Martin Gilligan on Saturday, September 7th from 2 to 4 p.m. as well. Josh and Christy Greider will close out the set on Sunday, September 8th from 2 to 4 p.m. Fiesta Winery on 290 will have Steve Feinstein on stage Saturday, September 7th from 3 to 6 p.m. Fiesta Winery at the Bend location will have Nate Harris on stage Saturday, September 7th from 12 to 4 p.m. Augusta Vin Winery in Fredericksburg will have their very popular Sips and Sounds event, beginning with Nalani Caballero on stage Friday, September 6th from 12 to 3 p.m., followed by Jeff Wood at 3:30 to 6:30 p.m. Hunter Billingsley will take the stage on Saturday, September 7th from 12 to 3 p.m., and Dylan Havens will close the show on Sunday, September 8th from 2:30 to 5:30 p.m. Dry Carmel Creek Vineyards in New Braunfels will let Sean Slater jam out on Saturday, September 7th from 2 to 5 p.m. William Chris Vineyards in High Texas will have Stephen Nix on stage Saturday, September 7th from 1 to 4 p.m., followed by Frank Martin Gilligan on Sunday, September 8th from 1 to 4 p.m. Pedernales Cellars in Stonewall, Texas will have Bruce Smith on stage Saturday, September 7th from 1 to 5 p.m. Torno Locks Vineyards and Winery in Burnett, Texas will let Wake Eastman provide the musical tunes on Saturday, September 7th from 2 to 5 p.m. Wild Seed Farms in Fredericksburg will have Madison Rogers on stage Saturday, September 7th from 2 to 5 p.m., followed by Brent Ryan on Sunday, September 8th from 2 to 5 p.m. as well. Barons Creek Vineyards in Fredericksburg will have Jeff Wood on stage Saturday, September 7th from 1 to 4 p.m. Blue Ostrich Winery in St. Joe, Texas will let Brian Riley rock the house on Saturday, September 7th from 1:15 to 4:30 p.m. Lost Oak Winery in Burleson, Texas will have their Concert on the Lawn event with One Last Remedy on stage Saturday, September 7th from 6 to 9 p.m. OG Cellars in Sunset, Texas will have Texas Flood and the Jimi Hendrix Experience on stage Saturday, September 7th at 7 p.m. Whistling Duck Winery in Weimar, Texas will let Mike Gallo jam out on Saturday, September 7th from 2 to 5 p.m. Moody Family Wines in Bullard, Texas will have Mud Wheel on stage Friday, September 6th from 6 to 8:30 p.m., followed by Tim Salzman on Saturday, September 7th from 6 to 8:30 p.m. as well. West Sandy Creek Winery in Richards, Texas will have Greg Day on stage Saturday, September 7th from 4 to 7 p.m. And Deep Roots Vineyards in Plantersville will close out the music lineup for the weekend with Rockin' Down the Fast Lane performing an Eagles tribute and Doobie Brothers tribute on Saturday, September 7th from 8 to 10:30 p.m. And that's your music lineup for the weekend. Stay tuned for Did You Know? Is it snobby to want a wine glass free of spots or streaks if you're ready to enjoy your favorite glass of Blanc du Bois or Sagrantino at home or at a dinner party? For me, I tend to inspect my wine glass with a high level of scrutiny, not so much that I'm a snob about it, but as a routine in preparation to enjoy the wine and the experience the moment it brings. Whether I'm enjoying the wine as a part of an elegant upscale dinner, evaluating or judging a wine flight at an international wine competition, or relaxing on a patio with an easy drinking rosé, there is nothing worse than seeing residual lipstick, dish soap, or dried food particles on the side of my wine glass. Well, I guess there could be worse things, like not having wine offered at all. Okay, I've been humbled. Lipstick and food particles would seem to be very easy to take care of by rewashing and paying closer attention to detail when polishing the stemware. But how do you remove those pesky soap spots and glass streaks? Taylor Tobin, in an article written in Southern Living, asked a few sommeliers and wine shop owners how to prevent wine spots on your wine glasses. Here are a few suggestions. First, if at all possible, wash your stemware by hand with very hot water and mild soap. If using the dishwasher, don't use the drying cycle on your dishwasher. This will cause the chemicals in the soap to dry prematurely, leaving behind spots or streaks. It is preferable to use an unscented dish soap so the scent does not linger on or in the glassware. After you wash the glass with soap and a soft sponge or scrub brush, rinse, rinse, rinse. After thoroughly washing your favorite stems, the next step is crucial to achieve a brilliantly sparkling wine glass. Purchase a good set of polishing cloths specifically used for glassware. The cloth should be made of lint-free microfiber material. The type of cloth used tends to make a big difference on the brilliance of the wine glass after polishing. Polishing should happen when your glassware is still warm and slightly damp. Polishing a glass after it fully dries will inevitably leave streaks. But if you do accidentally let your clean glass dry before polishing, heat up some water to create some steam, maybe from the tea kettle, then carefully hold the glass over the steam to fog up. Then polish. Do not turn the glassware upside down on a non-porous surface. It will create a vapor dome in the bowl of the glass, causing soap spots and foul odors. Speaking of dirty glasses and foul odors, did you know that glass can develop a condition called glass disease? Glass disease, also referred to as sick glass or glass illness, is a degradation process of glass that can result in weeping, cracking, and fragmentation. It is caused by an instability in the chemical composition of the original glass formula. Glass contains three types of components: the formers, which is made of silica that establish the basic structure of the glass, stabilizers, which is made of lime that makes glass strong and water resistant, and flux, which is made of potash or potassium, which lowers the melting point at which the glass can be formed. Once the glass is subjected to a change in the composition of these components, glass disease will occur and there will be reduced transparency of the glass and decreased integrity of the structure, causing cracking and fragmentation. So if you have a very expensive set of wine glasses and you would like to keep them in optimal condition for a long time to come, make sure you treat them with a high level of care when washing and storing. In turn, the wine in the glass will provide you with a high level of social and emotional care when sipping and savoring at your next wine event. Well, that will do it for this week's episode. Thank you for joining me. I'm Mike Cole, your Texas wine scene correspondent, and I look forward to seeing you next time on the Texas Wine Scene. Cheers. For more in-depth information on the wineries mentioned in this episode, visit the Texas Wine Lover website at txwinelover.com or the Texas Wine Lover app. There you will be able to find a vast amount of information about Texas wineries and wine-related businesses. You can also search for information such as Texas wineries with lodging, 100% Texas wineries, tour companies, winemaker profiles, and much, much more. So visit their website at txwinelover.com. That's txwinelover.com. Also, please leave me a rating and a review and share the podcast with all your wine-loving friends. Cheers.